Senior day at Paulson Stadium, 22 Eagles playing their final game in Statesboro, including third-string quarterback Izzy Ute, who would play a big role in this one. More on that in just a minute. Eagles looking to win the outright Sun Belt title in their first year in the league. They were hosting Louisiana-Monroe. Georgia Southern going to grab the 3-0 lead in the first quarter on the Alex Hanks 27-yard field goal. But the second quarter, the Warhawks going to grab the lead. Rashawn Caesar going to haul in the 63-yard touchdown pass from Pete Thomas. Monroe with the 7-3 lead at the half. Eagles looking to turn things around after the break. They do just that. Quarterback Kevin Ellison on the keeper finds some running room, then hurdles a defender for the Georgia Southern first down. Then Ellison throwing. He finds Kentrella Showers for the big 36-yard pickup. Very next play, Eagles going to retake the lead. Ellison goes 10 yards for the touchdown. Point after missed, 9-7, Georgia Southern. Again, Monroe responds. Thomas throwing deep for Jalen Holly, who makes the grab and proceeds to make his way into the end zone. Warhawks back on top. It was 13-9. To the fourth quarter, Kevin Ellison out for a play after being shaken up. Izzy Ute enters the game, and on 4th and 5, going to pick up 18 yards and a first down. Ellison would come back into the game, but then leave for the rest of the contest with a knee injury. The Eagles offense, they press on. Matt Breida putting the home team back on top with the short touchdown run. It was 15-13 Eagles. The Georgia Southern defense then turning in a huge play. Former Southeast Bullock standout Jamal Johnson with the big sack on third down. Monroe forced to punt. The Eagle offense comes back onto the field, and they begin to move goalward. Ute on the keeper. 48 yards later, Georgia Southern was on the doorstep. Very next play, Southern back into the end zone. L.A. Ramsby with the honors. Touchdown, and point after going to make it 22-13. Monroe would kick a field goal later in the fourth to make it 22-16. Then, with time winding down, Warhawks looking to win it. Thomas hits Kenzie Jackson near the goal line, but Matt Dobson with the big hit, knocking the ball loose. That's an incomplete pass. Monroe then with one last chance, 3 seconds left. Their throw to the end zone is off the mark, and that does it. Georgia Southern claims the outright 2014 Sun Belt Conference title thanks to the 22-16 victory over Louisiana-Monroe. Georgia Southern finishes their first season in the Sun Belt with a perfect 8-0 record. Eagles join Nevada and Marshall as the only teams to win a conference title in their very first season in the FBS.
Feels great. Feels great. To be able to celebrate it with Eagle Nation and my teammates, it feels awesome, man. And to be able to happen this way, it was awesome, man. It couldn't have been written any better, man. This was supposed to happen. I'm just appreciative of the opportunity. I just went in there and did what I was supposed to do, man. Couldn't have went out any better.
Where else would you rather be? And I saw something on the board that said, where else would you rather have gone to college? This is the only place I wanted to go. It was meant for me. This was meant to happen. Jesus saves.
We see on TV, all the other teams, people rushing the field, and for it to actually happen, it just blew my mind, and I was just like soaking in the moment at that time, and it was a great feeling.
I haven't said this the whole season, but we got a bunch of 1AA players with a 1AA coach. There's not one guy on our team who's recruited by a Division I program, and this was the only Division I program that recruited me. And to go out and go undefeated in a Division I league like we did, I think speaks volumes, to these young men.